Do you want to know one tiny habit that completely changed my life? And the best part, it's so simple, anyone could do it. For years, I constantly asked myself, what if everything goes wrong? What if I fail? What if people judge me? And honestly, it kept me stuck, anxious, and second guessing everything. And I mean everything. But then I tried something small, just a tiny shift in my thinking, and it changed everything. Here's the thing. Our minds love to imagine the worst case scenario. It's survival mode, right? But in everyday life, it becomes a habit. It goes out of survival mode into habit mode. You worry about a conversation with a friend. Did you say the right things? You stress over a work project. Did I finish it properly? Am I doing it correctly? Or you freeze because you're scared of failing at something new. And all this thinking, it doesn't stop life from happening. It just keeps you trapped in fear. So here's the tiny habit that I started. Instead of asking, what could go wrong? I ask, what if it goes right? That's it. One small question, it shifts everything. Everything. So instead of asking myself, what if the conversation goes wrong? What if I say something wrong? Now ask, what if the conversation goes well? If there's something that I'm frightened to fail at, instead of thinking, what if I fail? I now ask, what if I actually enjoy this new opportunity? What if today ends up better than I could ever have imagined? So, let me give you a real example. A few months ago, I was nervous about reaching out to someone I admired. And my brain was like, they'll ignore you, they won't care, you'll embarrass yourself. But then I asked myself, what if they actually respond positively? What if this leads to something absolutely amazing? And guess what? They did respond. And it opened doors to things that I would never expected. Another example, every morning I used to dread emails or tasks piling up. My default thinking was, this is going to be a disaster. Now I flip it. And I think, what if today actually flows? What if things go better than I ever thought of? So suddenly I feel lighter, more open, and more willing to take action instead of procrastinating. Psychologically, this works because our brains are wired to look for danger. It's called the negativity bias. But when you deliberately ask, what if it goes right? You're actually retraining your brain to notice opportunities instead of only problems. You start to see possibilities, you feel hopeful, and you notice solutions instead of obstacles. It's a no-brainer. So here's a simple way to try it. Think about one situation that you're worried about today and ask yourself, what if it goes right? Imagine it going well. Visualize the best case scenario. Even a second of this can shift your mood and your energy. Another way, keep a small journal or notes on your phone. And every night, write down one situation where you flipped your thinking. What did you fear? How did you reframe it? What went well? Over time, you'll start noticing that life actually goes right more often than what you realize. I won't lie, Sometimes my brain still jumps to the worst case scenario, but now I catch it faster. And I deliberately choose a different question. What if it goes right? And this tiny habit, it didn't just reduce stress. It made me feel braver, more hopeful, and more alive in everyday moments. So here's your challenge. Tonight, before bed, pick one worry or situation and ask yourself, what if it goes right? And notice how it feels. Even if it's small, this tiny habit can create big, big shifts in your life. Even if you want more tiny shifts that change everything, hit follow and stay tuned. There's so much more that we can explore together.